try to see if you guys can see the gold. I just got off work and I'm trying to get the glitter to show up for y'all. I don't know if you actually can see it. Hello, my darlings. Today I'm going to do a very intricate look, so it's probably going to be longer. It's going to be out of this palette. I'm going to do a sunset look. So we're going to have pinks and purples, as well as perhaps some blue-green and some orange too. So I'm going to start off. I've already primed my eyes. They've got a brow gel, or not gel, but brow pencil on them, so they're all done. Foundation is on. The blusher is on. So, you know, like, we're just going to do the eyes. I'm going to start off with an orange. It's going to be A2, okay? I'm going to come right up into this brow bone up in here. I'm not going to work too terrible heavy on it. I'm not coming down as far as I normally do either. And today I'm using the brush by e.l.f. called Professional Blending Eye Brush. I'm clearly not using it for blending. I'm using it for application. But it does a great job of blending these colors together as I'm applying it, which is why I like using the fluffier type brushes up here. Especially for this eye look, it's going to be very important that you get the right brush. I'm going to come in with the E2 in this palette, which is more of a neon, and I'm going to go a little higher. You see how that just makes it a little, just pop. Makes that orange pop. Just a little more orange. Okay? I'm going to clean my brush off. Let me make sure. Yep. All right. The next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to come in with this B3. It's pink, and I'm going to come underneath. And a little up into this brow area, okay? But not too terrible much. We're just gonna blend it. Happy little blending. Happy little blending. So that the pink turns into an orange. See how it just like fades right out. So it now looks like orange pink, like coral. That's the word I'm looking for. Coral. You're going for coral. Because the next one that's going to come up underneath this is going to be the purple. Mainly because I just freaking love purple. I love to put it in pretty much everything that I possibly can. But I'm kind of insane. Can't you tell? So, we're going to come in with this B4. Right underneath, and then we're going to come in with that one. So the first one, and then the second one, okay? So B4. Before you do this, I'm going to just come right on into the crease because that's where I'm at now. And blend it on up. And out. I'm going to take a separate brush and just, it's got nothing on it. Just blend until your heart is relatively content. You can see the fade on that. Back to this brush. And B4. Before you do anything else, do the other eye. I'm sorry, I'm having way too much fun with this whole B4 thing. Such odd names she gives her colors. She doesn't give them names at all. She just gives them cell designations. I don't know. Whatever. It's pretty good. Blend. That's why this was a little bit more intricate, is because you have to blend a little bit more. You can't just slapdash it on like I normally do. All right, I'm cleaning my brush off. I'm gonna come in, actually, I'm gonna come in with a smaller brush. This is my beauty spot. I think I got this at Dollar General or Five Below, I don't remember. But that's gonna be the C4. Just a tiny, tiny dab into the crease. And I am dabbing this in. Normally I just fluff it in. I am just barely deepening it up. So that you can see I am dabbing into the pan. And then dabbing into the crease, but not even all the way into the crease, just in the corner there. So I'm going to deepen it so that it looks like the sun is going to be over here, okay? This is going to be like the set, okay? Which doesn't make any sense because my eyebrows are orange, so the sun should be up there. Too late to change it now. Okay, now that we have gotten to the lid portion of our eyes, I am going to use, there it is. No? Wait, yes? Oh, this is a new one. It's another flat brush I bought. I forgot about. This is a Morphe 210, which it's just a flat brush. Yay! Okay, so on here, what I'm going to do is going to be a little wild. I'm going to do green here, and then I'm going to come in with a spot of, I lied, I'm just going to do green. So I'm going to start out with the darkest green that I want to use, which is going to be this D3. I'm going to come into the crease here, but not all the way where I deepened it up. I don't want these to overlap the way that I sometimes do. Let them overlap. This is not going to be one of those because it's going to turn muddy. You're not going to want that. You just want a hint of green right there, right? If it turns a little muddy, it's okay. But I don't want too terrible much of that. All right. I'm going to come in with this A4, which is a little bit lighter. And I'm going to come into the rest of the lid and over top of the one that I just did to make it just a little greener. Sometimes I'll use two palettes. I'll use this one where I'll fade the top part, but then I'll use blues on the bottom. And I don't have a lot of blues in here. I have one. I have B1, which is just a shimmer overcoat, so I'm not going to do that. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take A1, which is almost like a yellow green lime, and I'm going to come right into the area. Do you see how it's going lighter all the way into darker? So that's how I'm achieving that. I'm just using different color greens and making it so. So what the heck am I going to do in that corner? I'm just cleaning my brush while I'm thinking. I'm going to take might as well. I'm going to take this E1, come right here into the corner, because it's yellow green that I just went in with, and this yellow will complement it. I am not going too terrible high. I only want to go about here, okay? So, and then I'll carry it under. This is not the only thing that I'm going to do in the corner though, so stay tuned. This is just kind of like the base. This is the sun. The sun is setting in the sky. If y'all know where that's from, you're younger than me. Or you had children that watched it like I did. All right, so that's my sun. I've got it like just down here and like only up until about here, okay? So now I'm going to come in with C1. It's going to be our last for that crease. It's just a pretty gold. I'm going to come over the top of everything up into the brow bone. I am not touching, you can, but I am not touching the pink purple. That's not, the pink and purple is staying. It's just going to be this yellow all the way up into the brow. So, I don't know if you can see that. It goes like that. Straight into the corner. I'm not even taking it under. And then up just under the brow onto the brow bone. And it just makes that orange pop a little bit more. And it kind of connects so that the sun is like, it's over here, but it's also, you know, just reaching up here. This is like, this is my night sky. And we are going to take this C4, I think, or should I do B4? No, we're going to take the C4 and we're going to come underneath, okay? And we're connecting it out into that crease area where I had it. And we're just defining the edge of the green a little bit more. Where does the green stop? And I want it to stop on my eye. So I'm just taking it and I'm coming right in here. And I'm coming down. Same over here. Here, let me move it to this side so that you can see. And this C4 is just a mulberry as opposed to a purple. It's just got a little bit more red in it than, you know, strictly, you know, purple. Now, I don't want to come in too much, you know, like right here. I want to stop about like here, because I'm also going to bring this, this A4. I want to bring a little bit of the green in to match. I'm getting it onto my contact, which is not good. This is why I usually like to do my contacts after I do my eye look, but since I've been filming for you all, I've been putting them in before. I might have to go back to putting them in after when I do stuff like this. So that's that. Question is, do I want to have a little bit of orange? I am. I'm going to put this A2 right here. And then I'm just dabbing ever so slightly, so that I've got yellow, orange, and green. Like, I have all the fucking colors on my eyes right now. The only thing that I am missing is blue. And I don't even have to be missing that. I could probably fit blue in here. Oh, you know what? Let's do it. Let's fucking do it. This B1. It's the only blue I've got in this palette. I'll keep it to a one palette look. Oh, I'm kind of loving it. I'm not gonna lie. It just turns this green into like a blue green, and that's kind of cool. I'm not even going that far, just halfway, because I don't want it to be too blue. There we go. I have every fucking color on my eyes right now. I'm not feeling rebellious at all. Now, to line the eyes. Yes, y'all know what I'm using. It's the Essence Waterproof Liner in black, because that's what I have been using, and I'm going to use it until it's gone, and then I'll move on to something else. Thinking about going back to the Physicians Formula for a short while, because I used to really, really like that. So here's the deal with the eyeliner. I started out where I could not do eyeliner, and I know you're looking at me going, you still can't do eyeliner, or you're looking at me and go, what are you talking about? You do eyeliner great. You're in one camp or the other. So the thing is that I started out lining with I started out lining using the Kat Von D tattoo liner. And that's when I really started aligning with wings. Before that, I was using Urban Decay crayon. Can't do this shit with a crayon, you just can't. You can do like a small wing with a crayon, but crayons are too imprecise because they wear down as you're applying them. What you really need is either a felt tip, which is what I recommend for people who are starting out. Something, either a marker tip or a felt tip. A felt tip does give you a little bit more give. So you see how this, it moves with my finger. That's a felt tip. A marker tip is going to be stiff. And sometimes that's really good when you are starting out because you need a little bit more structure. But they tend to dry out super, super fast. So I don't recommend them even this, I mean, like, okay, so this Essence waterproof, the reason that I love it so much is that it does remind me a lot of the Kat Von D, but it's $3. $3 freaking dollars. Kat Von D is 21, or KVD Beauty as they call it now. That's 21. Why is this not darkening up? Maybe it's just the way the light's hitting it. Are they about even? I don't fucking know. I don't care. This is where we're stopping. Anyhow, so that's 21 bucks and this is $3. And since they do dry out, I mean, KVD does last probably maybe like 1 or 2 weeks longer than these. You just make sure that you're storing it where the tip is down. That's all. It will last longer that way. And then you just have to make sure that you're comfortable with it, with whichever one you get. And I recommend that one because if you are starting out and you don't want to spend a lot of money, you're not sure that this is going to work for you, I just don't know, I suck at eyeliner, whatever, you know, it's $3. It's not 21. You're not committing to a bag of groceries. You know what I'm saying? You're not taking fun money out of your funds. You are just simply experimenting with $3 little. And sometimes, you know, $3 is a lot. But it's less than 21. So I don't even know how much it is anymore. It might be 22, 24. I mean, if you can get it on sale, half price, maybe I could see it, you know, like 10 bucks spending it for the KVD, but it's just, I find that this is just as good. Oops. So yeah, this one is a little bit longer than normal. I intend to stick to 15 minutes and this is now 23. Of course, you know, like if I edit it down and get rid of the whoops that I just made, I don't know. Y'all are probably going to see that. I look like I am going to Carnival in Rio de Janeiro. Or possibly, no. I can't even compare to RuPaul's Drag Race drag queens. They're just too epic. I would never even attempt that level of brilliancy. Voila! So, yeah, I do look like I'm going to Carnival, but this is it. Look took about 25 minutes or so. So last thing that I need to say to you is that be good to yourself, be good to each other, and I hope you have a wonderful Sunday.